Alright folks, I think we are a go. So welcome to the Impact Play, impacting more than just gaming. I'm your founder and host Mohammed, otherwise known as It's Your Go. And we are your one-stop news shop across the latest and greatest amongst gaming, tech, and entertainment, sports, and music. Plus, we are amplifying voices for those with perspective feels and having their stories told here on The Impact Play. Join us as we record the show live over at twitch.tv/TheImpactPlay. When you will be notified when we do go live as soon as you click on the notification bell. Or you can catch us later on YouTube or even on your favorite podcast platform. You simply search for The Impact Play. However you consume your content, whoever you consume it, we are there. Your support keeps the lights running and keeps the content rolling. You can support us over at anchor.fm/TheImpactPlay/support or via Patreon. The server recruits and above get the show ad-free. Go to Recruits and Above, have exclusive access to not only post-show, but they can even call in to be a part of the live show experience, plus early access and so much more. Learn more and become a Patreon supporter today at patreon.com/TheImpactPlay, or even our free way via Epic. We are an Epic partner, so with every purchase you make within the Epic ecosystem, within the Epic store, when you use that credit code, TheImpactPlay, we do get a commission, and a slight kickback to help support the show for the elevators at no extra cost to you. Again, our credit code is TheImpactPlay, so you use it whenever you buy any V-Bucks, anything within Fall Guys, or even within Rocket League. So, this is episode 166, and on the agenda we have Ubisoft Plus is making its way to PlayStation Plus. Fall Guys will be free to play. Is a Death Stranding sequel in the works? TikTok is testing a new gaming feature. Square Enix Final Fantasy VII announcement is imminent. All the announcements from the 505 Game Spring Showcase. The Steam Deck's latest rivals. Qualcomm's latest AR glasses. Robinhood is developing its own crypto wallet. Napstar is reinventing itself into the NFT space. The latest updates regarding She-Hulk, The Umbrella Academy, Echo, amongst others. Sasha Banks and Naomi walk out. The 2022 PGA Championships are underway. Michael Vick is out of retirement. Taylor Swift's NYU commencement speech. The winners of the 2022 Billboard Music Awards. The lineup for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee concert. 17th North America tour dates. New and upcoming music from Snoop Dogg, Harry Styles, Quavo, and more. Plus the top stories of the week. This episode of the Impact Play is sponsored by Audible. Sign up for your free 30-day trial and immediately get access to one free credit that is good for any premium title. Simply go to audibletrial.com/TheImpactPlay, even by entering our promo code TheImpactPlay at checkout. So welcome to my very first segment of the show, where we discuss what I've been playing, what I've been enjoying, essentially what I've been up to. So before we get into that, I'm going to go ahead and get a shot of my Gavelia coffee shop, powered by Fortel. They always got me covered. Whether I'm doing the live show or even when I'm playing Warzone with the squad. But nonetheless, they always got my back. Oh wow, that's a spot. I always have either a Garvelia coffee shop or even a vanilla latte coffee shop on my desk. But before we do, let me get a shot of water as well. Your body absorbs more of the caffeine this way. If you guys didn't know. But nonetheless, let's get into this, folks. So I've been playing a little bit of Destiny 2, and the 2022 gardening games are still on. So I believe this is there is 1 week left for this, and Operation Monarch as well, with the Call of Duty Warzone. So I'm trying to hop between both. Well, actually, between three, and our Game Pass game of the month, which is Bugsnax. So it's a lot harder And there's a lot more stuff to this to this game. You have to figure out things. I have no idea how. And I did something which I didn't think I needed to. I searched for a guide for, of course, from IGN, so a walkthrough. So hopefully I'll be able to complete this within this week. That is the plan. And as soon as we are finished, we're gonna do a review cast for our game of the month. Then we're gonna have we're gonna invite the devs on for that review cast as well, so we can discuss the game and give our thoughts on the game as well. And if you want to join the conversation, you can join us over on Discord. We're typing exclamation Discord in chat now. But nonetheless, and we'll just rinse and repeat. We'll start our new game by game of the month, and just keep on. It'll be a cycle. But nonetheless, that's about it. Did I finish watching Marvel's Legends? No, I think I got one episode left for Marvel's Legends. Yeah, but there's a lot of Star Wars shows coming. I'm excited for that. Wow, at the spot. Yeah, literally. And then I have Apex Legends Mobile that's out now. I have it downloaded to my phone. I haven't hopped into that just yet. Unite's been a while. Yeah, but that's about it. So I guess we're gonna hop into the news, folks, and we're gonna start with your housekeeping. So, first, a couple of housekeepings that we have for you is our followers goal over on Twitch. So our goal for now, for the time being, is 300 followers, and we're about halfway there. So help us reach this goal. Share the channel. Join us when we go live. Lurk, and just help us achieve this goal. So this is just one of many goals that we're going to set moving on forward. And of course, the one goal that we're trying to achieve are the 3 average views for finally unlocking subs over on Twitch. So help us achieve these 2 goals, and we'll achieve it. I know we can do this as a community. Alrighty, so the next couple on the list is our reacts. So we've been uploading constantly for our live reacts, our hot takes, or even our analysis of the latest things out there. So we did upload a couple of Miss Marvel clips that we reacted to. Fall Guys free to play, Money Heist Korea, the Joint Economic Area the teaser trailer, Umbrella Academy Season 3, the official gameplay reveal for Gotham Knights, the cinematic for Multiverses, and so much more. So you guys are interested in the kind of content, it's available on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/THEIMPACTPLAY. And the last on our list is MomoCon. It is beginning this week, this Thursday. It's going to be taking place here in Atlanta from Thursday, May 26th through Sunday, May 29th. And we're going to be covering that event as well. We do have a press pass as well waiting for us. So you guys, you're going to have a lot more content from us as well here on the channel, here on the show, and even on the podcast side as well. So be in the look of such amazing content that coming your way by the end of the month. And it looks like that's all we have for housekeeping, folks. Now we're going to move on to your gaming play. So we have some new God of War Ragnarok coming from The Verge. Some new updates. So in celebration of Global Accessibility Awareness Day, Santa Monica Studios is showing off a bunch of new accessibility features for God of War Ragnarok, including a new audio descriptive version of the game's announcement trailer. All of the accessibility options from God of War have been brought forward, and a slew of new features have been added to the game, resulting in over 60 adjustable settings. A selection of the features described include auto sprint, subtitle, caption size, and color, as well as a high contrast mode that'll make characters more visible against backgrounds. There's also a new feature that'll sound audio cues whenever an interactive object is nearby. In God of War, there were several times when it was not obvious what the player was supposed to do next, and having a feature like this will definitely help out on a number of times. And yeah, so that's about it. So thank you to Rich for that. Speaking of Sony, we have some new PlayStation 5 console covers that were revealed that are arriving next month. So we have, let's see, give me a second. Let me pull this up. And when you're a one-man show, you definitely have to go through a lot of steps. But I'll definitely have a team behind me soon. All right. So we have the Nova Pink. I love how the mouse doesn't show when I want to. Did it show it or no? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it doesn't show the mouse. Like it shows when it wants to. Like I don't get it. Let's see. Did he go to window capture? I think it's window capture. What did he do? No, I need gaming, so yeah, it's already there. Capture cursor on everything's the same. So I don't get it. Matched otherwise. Same executable. Yeah, everything's usual. Like I don't get it. It's not like it doesn't like the show. Okay, so we'll go from the left to the right. Like I love to do this when out of the blue, and then when I as soon as I need it, it's nowhere to be seen. I don't know if there's something that needs to be done, but it is. If you guys are aware, let me know in chat. But nonetheless, from the left we have Nova Pink, we have Starlight Blue, Galactic Purple. So so just 3? Okay, there's 4. Okay, the black looks familiar. And it will be available in select regions starting June 22nd. All the access for customers in the US, France, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg is available through direct.playstation.com from June 17th. As well as some new PlayStation 5 controllers as well to match them. So the Nova Pink, Starlight Blue, and Galactic Purple. It'll launch globally. Okay. Amongst them. Oh, so amongst the controllers. Okay, I got you. So the covers were released to match the controllers that were released previously. Okay. That makes much more sense. Alright, we're done with that. And now we have some new games adding to the new revamped PlayStation Plus. So let's get into this trailer from the PlayStation blog. All right. So these are going to be added to the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 game catalog. So the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium Deluxe, and then Premium Deluxe plans. So from PlayStation Studios, we have a long list, which we're gonna put this link in chat now. But we're gonna read some of the highlights from it, though. It's a very long list. We have Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Loco Roco Remastered, and Loco 2 Remastered, Infamous First Light and Second Son. We have Uncharted, the Nathan Drake Collection, Uncharted 4, Thief's End, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, Death Stranding, and Death Stranding The Director's Cut. For third party, we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Batman Arkham Knight, Far Cry 3 Remastered, Far Cry 4, Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, Tom Clancy The Division, The Crew 2, and more. And for the classic games catalog, We have Ape Escape, Hot Shots, and we have Worm World Party, Worm Armageddon. We have Ape Escape 2, Wild Arms 3, Rogue Galaxy, Lego the Harry Potter Collection, BioShock Remastered. We have Crash Commando for the original PlayStation 3 streaming. Ratchet and Clank: A Quest for Booty, Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time, Ratchet and Clank: Into the Nexus, Fear, Enslaved: Odyssey to the West, Devil May Cry: The HD Collection. And for the limited game trials, we have Uncharted: The Legacy of the Thieves Collection, Horizon Forbidden West, Cyberpunk 2077, WWE 2K22, Tina Tiny's Wonderland, and Farming Simulator 22. And speaking of lineup, here's a reveal coming from GameTheory.biz. Ubisoft has announced it will bring Ubisoft Plus subscription service to the PlayStation in the future. The service includes more than 100 games from the publisher, including its latest titles and add-on content. So Ubisoft said it will incorporate a smaller version of the service into Sony's PlayStation Plus subscription, so not the full lineup. So it will be added to the extra and premium subscription tiers. And speaking of Ubisoft, its upcoming game Roller Champions is headed to PC and consoles on May 25th and is going free to play. And it will be available on PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5 through backwards compatibility, and Nintendo Switch and Amazon Luna to follow later, at a later date. And now we have an update on Microsoft. So Microsoft currently had an outage about a week or so ago, where you couldn't play any games that you didn't own unless you set your console as a home console. But nonetheless, here's an update. So a patent application by Microsoft has surfaced that hence the platform holder is seeking a way for Xbox owners to access digital games if they can prove they own a physical copy. The application, inspired originally by Game Rant, appears to have been filed back in November of 2020. Incidentally, the same month, Microsoft launched the Xbox Series X and S to discuss software of ownership, validation of optimal disks using a secondary device. In short, the idea seems to be part of a user places a game disc in one device. This would validate the user's access to the content and enable it to be played on a secondary device. But nonetheless, this looks like a sort of workaround than having you just be cut off from the games that you actually own. Thank you, GameTheory.biz for that. Alright, speaking of GameTheory.biz, we have an update for TikTok. TikTok is the latest social media platform to set its sights on gaming. According to Reuters, the Wire service reported that TikTok has been running tests back in Vietnam for users to play games through its app, citing 4 sources familiar with the matter. The company is hoping to roll out the gaming functionality out more widely throughout Southeast Asia during the third quarter of the year. TikTok confirmed that it tested to Reuters that HTML5 games with its apps, but declined to comment on the Vietnam test of future plans. And TikTok parent company ByteDance had its eyes on the gaming space for quite some time. And that's it. So it looks like it might be similar to what Snapchat has in mini games. Well, we'll see. So all we can do is just assume at this moment. But nonetheless, Fall Guys is going free to play on June 21st and is heading to multiple consoles, including Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and Epic Game Store. And lastly, during their live stream, they did confirm that there will be some sort of level creator similar to Mario Maker, where you create your own levels. Hopefully, an update coming soon. Speaking of Epic, Epic did, I guess, release a shared wallet where you could use V-Bucks purchase on one platform and use it on another. And the only platform the next to last platform was Sony's PlayStation. Where they're always usually the last one to join the cross-platform, the cross-progression thing. But the only platform that is holding out is the Nintendo Switch. So if you purchase any V-Bucks on that platform, you can't use it on any other platform. And vice versa. But if you purchase any other platform, for instance, if you buy on PlayStation, you could use that on Xbox, and you could use it between Xbox, PC, Android, even the cloud gaming services. But here is a nice little FAQ if you guys are interested. I'm going to share that in chat now. That'll help you understand it more. So Blizzard will show off more Overwatch 2 on June 16th. So you can expect some new PvP updates for Explain in the coming months. And Norman Reedus says that Death Stranding sequel is in development, coming from The Verge. Speaking to Leo Magazine, Reedus said that we just started the second one when asked about his work on the first Death Stranding, before explaining how just much work went into his motion capture performance. It took me maybe 2 or 3 more years to finish all the mocap sessions and everything. Reedus said it takes a lot of work, and then the game came out and it just won all these awards, and it was a huge thing. So we just started part 2 of that. So it's not an official confirmation, but it is seeming like we're getting a sequel. Alright, so we have some Pokemon Go TCG news for you guys. So after showing 28 cards from the set earlier this year, the Pokemon Company has revealed a handful of new cards from the upcoming Pokemon Go TCG expansion, including a brand new format, including everyone's favorite copycat, Ditto. Ditto will apparently be placed behind a slew of Pokemon. So let's see, we have give me a second, let me look into this first. Let me look into this. Let me see if there's a video. Let me get that video. I know I saw that earlier. This way it'll kind of it'll help you understand that mechanic even more. Okay. And this is from a Reddit post that I was trying to find. I guess not. Let's see if we can find the original video. Video. No, it's just they made it to a GIF. Oh, yeah, it's on the wire. I think that's it. Okay, I think I found it. Yep, found it. Okay. So this is from an Pokemon TCG UK Twitter account coming from the Nintendo Wire. Alright. Found it. So essentially what it is like, as you know, in Pokemon Go, Ditto can I guess take the visual appearance of other Pokemon as we know his ability, but certain Pokemon. So Bidoof is one of them. As you can see here, you can see a Ditto in the top left corner. Let me zoom this in. Guess let's go into the Twitter account. There we go. See, right here. In the top left corner. I guess it'll zoom in. Just give me a second. So it looks like a normal TCG card. You see the Ditto icon in the top left corner. That, you know, it's a Ditto. So it's not an actual Bidoof, essentially what it is. See, it's a peelable sticker, and the Ditto's right behind it. So that's a nice little mechanic, but I guess the bad thing about this is because it's a sticker, you can't put it back to. It looks like you won't be able to put it back together as it once was before you peeled it. So for collecting lives, I don't know how it's gonna, if it's gonna devalue anything or what have you, but there's something to keep in mind. All right, now let's go into the Square Enix update. So, Final Fantasy VII Remake director Tetsuya Nomura has said that Square Enix will be making various announcements next month regarding the original game's 25th anniversary. As originally reported by RPG Site, Nomura teased the announcement on a livestream for Final Fantasy VII spin-off, The First Soldier, saying that Square Enix could be celebrating the original game's 25th anniversary. Next month, we're planning to publish information regarding 7th anniversary, quote unquote. He said, I wonder how much I'm allowed to share about. Next month, we will publish various things. So stay tuned for some sort of announcement coming from Square Enix. So be on the lookout for that. And of course, we're going to report that here on the Impact Play. So thank you, IGN, for that. So here is an update from, I guess, from a couple gaming companies making its way into IRL things, I guess you could say. But the first one that's always up is Bungie, and of course they were the cover of our Feature Friday as well. So Bungie has issued a statement following a terrorist attack that took place back in Buffalo, New York, last week. On May 14th, a man killed 10 people in a mass shooting, which was later reported as a racially motivated hate crime by the BBC. Far too often, these racist attacks begin within online communities that are used to recruit and radicalize individuals. The group behind the employee initiative Black at Bungie said, it is time we begin to examine our practices and see what part we can play in preventing these tragedies. The group intends to partner with Bungie's player support and community teams to maintain safe and anti-racist space across its games. We hope our colleagues in game development and gaming communities continue to examine their own platforms and invest in practices to combat bigotry in all its manifestations. The statement continued, we believe games and their communities should be a force for good. We are committed to do that. Bungie has released a new plan to raise funds for the Southern Poverty Law Center, a charity that monitors hate crimes in the U.S. All proceeds from the sale of the badge will be donated to the organizer for at least a year. Bungie's statement follows the alleged instruction from Sony that forbids studios under it from publicly commenting on reproductive rights. In a recent tweet, Bungie's senior community manager responded to concerns about the studio's ability to comment on issues following the report. I admit I am just a CM in the grand scheme of things, but I am confident in the following. We are and we will continue to be Bungie. The employee known as DMO4 wrote, "There will never be a muzzle big enough to stop us from standing for what's right." Bungie CEO Pat Parson responded to the tweet with yes. Alright, and we have an update for you in regards to PlayStation as well. So days after PlayStation President Jim Ryan asked PlayStation employees to respect differences of opinion. Amid the ongoing abortion controversy, Sony and the PlayStation-owned Insomniac have reportedly pledged to donate $50,000 each to the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project. According to the Washington Post, Insomniac CEO Ted Price sent an internal email to Insomniac employees about the donation. Sony is quote-unquote matching the $50,000 amount, along with any individual donations Insomniac employees make through the PlayStation Cares program. According to the report, Sony also plans to develop a program to provide financial assistance to employees that may have to travel outside of the state to receive reproductive health care. Sony and Insomniac apparently don't plan to publicly acknowledge the donations, and Insomniac employees are not allowed to explicitly mention Insomniac or Sony in their social media posts involving WRAP. Which apparently, I guess because it'll give them bad PR, I'm assuming that's why, because they usually goes off the original email from Jim Ryan, but we'll see. But nonetheless, here's an update as well from Twitch and Discord. They've provided statements following the Buffalo mass shooting. So, Twitch and Discord have both released public statements following their association with the mass shooting in Buffalo, New York. The attack, which is currently being investigated as racially motivated, was carried out by an 18-year-old white man who streamed it for at least 2 minutes on Twitch and allegedly planned it using Discord. As originally reported by Eurogamer, Twitch told CNN that it identified and removed the stream in less than 2 minutes, and later said that the New York Times said it has a zero-tolerance policy against violence of any kind and works swiftly to respond to all incidents. And added, the user has been identified and suspended from our servers. We are taking all appropriate action, including monitoring for any accounts rebroadcasting the content. And here's an update from Discord. We extend our deepest sympathies to the victims and their families, and we will do everything we can to assist law enforcement in this investigation. So let's keep moving on. The 505 Game Spring Showcase was just revealed a slew of titles, and we have the updates for you coming from IGN. So among the trolls is a supernatural first-person survival game among Finland's deep forest. Developed by Forbidden Studios, a team comprised of former Skyrim, Fallout 4, and Vampire, the Masquerade developers. It is in some way as much as Fire Watch as it Don't Starve. It will feature both trolls and midlife crisis, with the main character being a Finnish American in the mid-30s who returns to their homeland to reconnect with nature. So it is set to enter early access on Steam later this year. We have Storyblade, we have the official screenshots. The second game during a 505 showcase was Strayblade, a soul-like that pairs in anthropologist with the mischievous Boji, a German-like creature that can cast spells and provide reviving support if the main character goes down. First revealed last year, it will feature individual talent trees for both the hero and Boji, as well as weapons mastery system. It is currently being under development for the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, and S, and sign-ups for the closed beta on PC with a planned with a planned release for release later this year. We have a Euden Chronicle Rising. Continues to be nowhere to be seen following its delay back into 2023. Instead, a Euden Chronicle Rising was showcased one more time for fans who haven't picked up the town building spin-off set and the Euden Chronicle world. And is now available for PS4, PS5, Xbox One series consoles, and PC. And Euden Chronicle 100 Heroes is set for some point to 2023. So we have the last one on the list. We have Miasma Chronicles. It showed us a teaser that featured a boy, his robot, and what seems like an extra dimensional force. And it's currently being developed by the Bearded Ladies, the studio behind Mutant Year Zero. The studio behind. And it's currently confirmed for the PC, PS5, Xbox Series consoles, and a 2023 release date. So it looks like the Embracer Group provided more details this week on the Knights of Old Republic remake, which is being co-developed by the Aspire and Saber Interactive. Embracer Group board member Matthew Kirk said that the World War Z studio was handed a project that was more than just a simple remake. And this was coming from GameSpot. Aspire has gone full into make it the best game that they can make. Mark said, when we acquired Aspire, we knew from the start that they would require our assistance. Saber has tremendous expertise in creating these types of products. We've done on Halo, on multiple Halo products. We've been spending a lot of time working with them to bring this title over. So it looks like that's about it on that update. So we have Roller Champions. Did we do that? Yeah, we did that already. It's coming free to play. Yeah, we did that already. So Arma 4 is officially in development. Coming from GameSpot. At long last, Arma 4 has been officially confirmed. Bohemian Interactive has not shared specifics on the realistic military shooter, instead giving players a small teaser video. However, that wasn't the only thing announced during the developer stream on May 17th. This is a completely new release in the series, but outside of confirming its existence, Bohemia did not say much else. There is no timeline for when it will be released or when fans might get to learn more about it. So, and it looks like it's going to be running on Bohemian's new and more powerful and Fusion engine. So Apex Legends Mobile is finally here. As I said previously, on our what we have been playing segment. So it's just not a copy and paste from the console and PC version. It looks like it's been built from the ground up. Yep, that's what it says here. Built from the ground up. So we also have a new multiverse trailer that just confirmed its July open beta, new characters featuring Taz, Velma, Iron Giant, and more. So we have some new Twitch viewership numbers for you, coming from GamesIndustry.biz. So for the Twitch reached a viewership of 1.8 billion hours watched in April, according to Stream Elements analytics partner Rainmaker.gg. Meanwhile, during the month, Facebook Gaming, on the other hand, reached 336 million hours during the month. So the top categories are Grand Theft Auto 5, the most watched at 127 million, followed by League of Legends, 126 million, in Valorant at third place, 108 million in Fortnite, and 66 million. And lastly, we have this is a cross between gaming and tech in regards to Valve's latest console, the Steam Deck. So it looks like it has, the Steam Deck has some new rivals that are entering the fray. So we have GPD, Aya, and 1X Player have not confirmed they're building handheld around AMD's Ryzen 600U chips and the 6800U, and it's an integrated Radeon 680M graphics reportedly as the potential to squash the semi-custom Herix SoC at the heart of the Steam Deck. So we could see some new updates later on in the year. But I'm definitely excited. And speaking of Valve's latest Steam Deck, let me check something real quick. Where's Steam on this computer? Oh, found it. Games, nope. Where are you? Let's see, library. I'm assuming no, not library. How do I go into my orders on this thing? Activate, stream support. Let me see. Look at my profile, I think. Account details, maybe. I know it's here somewhere. Purchase history. Here it is, Steam Deck. No, it just says the purchase history. Could have sworn, because I checked it last time, and it gave me an update towards the end of the year. No. Let's see. Yeah, this was back in July of 2021 of last year. That's all it's showing me. Let's see. Activity, group, content. Let me go into website. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Let's see, log in. I really have to confirm it. Ugh, I knew it. I know that was coming. I'll open up my email real quick. Support code. Okay, let's enter this code real quick. Okay, see the Steam. Preferences. Nope. Store. Nope. About. News. Nope. It's all stickers and stuff. Not interested in this. Profile. Account details. There's only I could think of account details. Let's see. Payment method. Nope. View purchase history. Phone number. Yeah. I'm back to I was in the original thing. It's not helping me at all. Let me see. Let me Google real quick how to view Steam Deck. Okay, there we go. Oh, so you have to open up. Oh, I know I had it was here somewhere. So you have to essentially view it as you're gonna buy it. So I'm gonna show you guys momentarily. Give me a second. Gaming. Yeah, this is it. I know I saw it here somewhere. Cancel reservation, July 18th. Here it is. Expected order availability date, July through September of this year. So I'm not supposed to get the hope maybe sometime in 2023, which is fine by me. Of course, I have the highest tier too. But yeah. Finally figured it out. It took a minute. I had to Google it. All right, folks. It looks like that's it for gaming. Now I'm going to move on to tech. Alright, and this first one's coming over as an exclusive for Spotify, coming from Music Alley. So, artists can already promote merch and tickets on the Spotify profiles. Now the streaming service is testing a brand new feature that will allow them to also promote their NFTs. Steve Aoki and the Wombats appear to be two of the artists taking part in the test, both of whom have been among the early adopters of NFTs. The test is currently running for select users of Spotify's Android app in the US, who will be able to preview NFTs on the artist profile pages. They will then be able to tap through the view and buy them from external marketplaces. So that's good on Spotify's part. So we have an update on Napster. Napster is making a comeback as well and following the footsteps of LimeWire. Coming from Gizmodo. File sharing pioneer Napster is getting a second chance at life, this time on the blockchain. That's right, nothing quite screams Web3 futurism. Like a sibling held out 23-year-old internet company. News of Napster's Web3 rival became way of a LinkedIn post from Hivemind partner Matt Zhang, who recently acquired Napster Group along with another firm called Algorand. In a separate post, Napster Group said they hope the acquisition will help Napster revolutionize the music industry by bringing blockchain and Web3 to artists and fans alike. So it looks like they're gonna do the same thing that LimeWire is doing as well. So we have an update for the Samsung Galaxy's upcoming Z Fold and Flip 4. So it looks like there is a components update coming from Phone Arena. And it looks like they're getting a much better camera specs as well, but not that much compared to the Galaxy S21 or even S22. But a much improved feat nonetheless. Let's see, I saw this here somewhere. Where'd it go? Let's see. And it looks like it could be introduced in August as well. Alright, now we have an update beyond the Apple side of things as well. So iOS 15.5 arrives ahead of Apple's annual developer conference. So we have a couple of highlights from the full release. It includes the following improvements and bug fixes coming from The Verge. Wallet now enables Apple Cash customers to send and request money from the Apple Cash card. Apple Podcasts includes a new setting to limit episodes stored on your phone and automatically delete older ones. Fixes an issue where home automation triggered by people arriving or early may fail. And some features do not be available on all Apple devices or regions. And we have some new accessibility features as well, coming from Apple directly via a newsroom article. So we have door detection for users who are blind or who have low vision, advanced physical and motor accessibility for the Apple Watch, where you could also pretty much, instead of you using your Apple Watch, you could view it. You could do AirPlay mirroring on the Apple phone itself, which is kind of the same thing. We have VoiceOver as some new languages, and so on. Speaking of Apple, audio vehicles are getting a native Apple Music app, following the likes of Porsche and Porsche's all-electric Taycan. And we have Robinhood that is also getting into the crypto space. It's going to be launching a non-custodial crypto wallet later this year. We have Honda that is teasing its upcoming Prologue, its first electric SUV to be sold in the US. And lastly, we have Qualcomm's new AR glasses are thinner and wireless. And of course, the battery life is gonna cost you if you guys are interested. It's gonna have Wi-Fi 6, 6E, and Bluetooth instead of the USB-C cable. And it says that Qualcomm says the consumer-ready version might be designed differently. The new smart viewer was developed by Gore-Tech. It's currently available to a few manufacturing partners with plans to expand access in the coming months. Like its predecessor, it connects to a phone or computer and delivers mixed reality experiences with full head and hand tracking, using tracking cameras and projections powered by micro OLED displays. Qualcomm has maintained the previous 1920 by 1080 resolution, 90 Hz refresh rate, but it slightly narrowed the field of view, jumping it from 45 degrees to 40 degrees diagonal. But that's all the tech news we have for you folks. Now, without further ado, we're gonna hop into entertainment. Alrighty folks, so Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness continue its reign atop the domestic weekend box office, bringing in $61 million in the second weekend, as originally reported by Variety, coming from IGN. It also added $83.5 million internationally, which helped its global tally reach $688.1 million, and making it the 11th best domestic opening of all time. And you could also check our, if you guys haven't done already, check our spoiler casts, as well as our spoiler-free review cast over on Spotify, podcasts around the globe, even on YouTube as well. So we have the first episode of the Pokemon Legends Arceus animated series. It's available now online. So Marvel Studios is licensing Stan Lee's likeness from the company he sued before his death, coming from The Verge. Power Entertainment, the production house Stan Lee co-founded back in 2001 and subsequently sued back in 2018 for allegedly forging his signature on legal documents, has entered a licensing agreement with Genius Brands and Marvel Studios, granting the Hollywood giant the right to use Lee's likeliness in its upcoming projects. And a press release about the 20-year-old deal. Genius Brand CEO and Chairman Andy Heyman expressing feelings of pride and stewardship for the incredible valued rights, Stan Lee's name, likeliness, and merchandise and intellectual property brand. as we have a first look at CW's upcoming Gotham Knights, coming in 2023. All right. For all you audio listeners, if you're not coming later to check the video podcast on Spotify or even on YouTube, you are definitely missing out on a whole bunch of visual content. So this does look interesting as well. All right, moving on. So we have Daredevil is working on a Disney Plus series that is in the works. Coming via an exclusive from Variety. A new Daredevil series is moving forward at Disney Plus, with Variety having exclusively learned from sources that Matt Corman and Chris Ord are attached to write and executive produce. Rumors have persisted for some time that a Disney Plus series about the Man Without Fear is in the works, especially considering the two of the stars of the Netflix Daredevil series, Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, have appeared in the recent Marvel projects. So that's all we have for you is the hiring. And Riverdale is ending with season 7 as the finale. Thank you, Jen, for that. And Rick and Morty is getting an animated series coming from the folks over at Adult Swim. And we have a Hunger Games prequel, a casting for young Coriolanus, or should I say Tom Blyth will be playing that character. And the film is still early in production. Thank you, Jen, for that. And we have some new casting for, or should I say the entire cast, for the Twisted Metal upcoming live action video game adaptation coming via Peacock. So we have Michael Jordan Smith is showrunning, writing, and executive producing the half-hour series. So we have Anthony Mackie as executive producer, alongside Will Arnett, Mark Foreman, and Electric Evanen, Jay Spire of Inspire Entertainment, Peter Principato of Artist First, and Asar Kwezibash and Carter Swan from PlayStation Productions, coming together with Herb Must, head of PlayStation Studios, and Katie Sakurai, who will direct multiple episodes. So we have Anthony Mackie has been cast as the lead role. We have Stephanie Patrice as Quiet, Thomas Hayden Church as Agent Stone, and that's all we have for you. So we have a Velma spinoff that is in the works, coming to HBO Max. So it's going to be like an adult-rated show. It's coming via Entertainment Weekly as an exclusive. So there is a first image that was shared coming from the executive producer Mindy Kaling. All right, and we have our first look at Marvel's upcoming MCU TV show, Echo. which I'll show you guys momentarily. Okay. So I'm excited for this as well. Whoa. Excuse me, I had to mute on a time. Sorry, folks, for that. Okay. And it's coming to Disney Plus in 2023. So production is currently underway in Atlanta. So for the cast, we have Cass Spencer, Tantu Cardinal, DeVary Jacobs, and Kobe Laning, and Zach McLaren, and Graham Greene. So, according to Marvel, the original story of Echo revisits Maya Lopez, with ruthless behavior in New York City catches up with her in her hometown. She must face her past, reconnect with her Native American roots, and embrace the meeting of family and community if she ever hopes to move forward. So, the executive producers of the show are Kevin Feige, Luis D. Esposito, Victoria Alonso, Brad Winderbaum, Stefan Broussard, Richie Palmer, Marianne Daver, and Jason Galvin. Okay, we're done on that. We have a new trailer for She-Hulk turning out low. We did do a live react to as well. And we have a new trailer for The Umbrella Academy Season 3. And lastly, we have Chip and Dale, that is Rescue Rangers, that is available now on Disney Plus, which we'll get into hopefully soon, and we'll do a review cast for that as well. But we have Post Malone's has a new theme song for that as well. You can check that out in that reboot, I guess you could say. All right. So we're done with entertainment, folks. And now we're going to move on to sports. And the first one's up, coming from GameSpot. On May 16th episode of Monday Night Raw, something happened before the show that caused both Sasha Banks and Naomi to both walk out. Not only are both women multi-time champs, but also are the current Women's Tag Team Championships as well. During the show, a rumor went around saying that Sasha and Naomi had walked out over issues with creative. Not soon after, it was confirmed by Sean Ross Knapp of Fightful on Twitter. For the main event, WWE issued their own statement, laying out what they said happened. When Sasha Banks and Naomi first arrived at the arena this afternoon, they were informed of their participation in the main event of Monday Night Raw. It said, during the broadcast, they walked into WWE Head of Talent Relations, John Laurinaitis' office with their suitcases in hand, placing their tag team championship belts on his desk, and walked out. And the statement went on to say how the women claimed they weren't respected enough as tag team championships as well. Even though they had 8 hours to rehearse and construct their match, claimed they were uncomfortable in the ring with two of their opponents, even though they had matches with those individuals in the past with no consequences. So Monday Night Raw is a scripted live TV show whose characters are expected to perform the requirements of the construct. We regret we were unable to deliver as advertised tonight's main event. But let's keep moving on, folks. So we have some new updates for the playoffs. So we have Dallas. No, I'm sorry. Dallas are losing against the Warriors 2-0, and they're playing Game 3. Let's see. What time are they playing Game 3? 9 p.m. tonight, as of this recording. And we have Miami is leading Boston Celtics at 2-1. And they defeated Game 3 against the Celtics 109-103. And we have yesterday's matchup. Atlanta United faced off against Nashville Football Club. It was a tie 2-2. Against the Columbus Crew. And we have a couple updates for you guys for as well. So for the 2022 PGA Championships are currently underway. The final round of the 104th PGA Championship is finally among us, as major championships aspire will come to fruition for one lucky player. There is an eccentric group at the top of the leaderboard, ranging from PGA Championship debutants to multiple time major champions, I should say. And speaking of PGA, Tiger Woods has withdrawn with soreness after 9 over 79 in round 3. So I wish him a safe recovery. Michael Vick is out of retirement to play football in the fan-controlled league. Play in the start of fan-controlled league, according to a report by Reuters. He'll make his debut in the league on May 28th for a team yet to be foreseen. And it looks like Tara Olsen also signed with the league as well. So once we have any new updates for you, we'll update you guys respectively as well. So the Seattle Mariners have signed veteran outfielder Justin Upton to a 1-year deal. The team announced on Saturday night Upton is expected to report to extended spring training as a means of getting back into game shape. And he was released by the Los Angeles Angels back in April. So now we have Holly Holm continues her quest to reign the UFC Women's Bantamweight title when she squares off against Catalin Vieira on Saturday in the main event of UFC Fight Night. Holm versus Niera. The current number 2 contender, Holm won the champion back in November of 2015 with a stunning knockout victory over Ronda Rousey, but her reign was brief as she submitted to Misha Tate in her first defense less than 4 months later. The 40-year-old will be making her first appearance in the octagon since October 2020, when she won in a unanimous decision against Irene Aldana. Vieira, who ranked 5th in the division, posted a similar victory versus Tate in the last fight in this past November. And the main UFC fight card is set for 7 p.m. from the Apex facility in Las Vegas. And now let's move on to UFC 277. Will afford the opportunity for Juliana Pena to silence lingering doubts or for Amanda Nunes to correct a wrong in history. The pair of women's bantamweights will head UFC 277 at the America Airlines Center in Dallas on Saturday, July 30th. And lastly, we have Max Verstappen has won number 1. Hold on. Yeah. And the Red Bull. And let's see. Let me go into this track. The circuit de Barcelona. Let's see. Let me see something. It was Lewis Hamilton. All right. So that's all we have for sports, folks. Now I move on to music. So we have the winners for the 2022 Billboard Music Awards coming from Billboard directly. So here are the highlights for you folks. Diddy opened the show with a legendary performance of Gotta Move On featuring Bryson Tyler, First Class featuring Jack Haller, and More Money, More Problems with his son Christian Combs and R&B artist Teyana Taylor. Icon Award recipient Mary J. Blige was honored by her longtime friend and fellow Icon Award winner Janet Jackson. 14-year-old activist Marie Capani, aka Little Miss Flint, was honored as the third annual Billboard Music Awards changemaker for her incredible efforts in the fight for clean water. Latin pop star Becky G brought power to the stage to belt her hits Balga con mi ex y mami, marking her BMA's performance debut. And here are some of the winners. So we have top artist went to Drake, top new artist went to Olivia Rodriguez, top male artist went to Drake, top female artist went to Olivia Rodriguez, and let's see something. Hold on, we should have a highlight for you guys. So Pepsi, Billboard, and MRC joined forces at the 2022 Billboard Music Awards for the release of the free Pepsi Mic Drop Billboard Music Awards Winter Club's NFC collection on Billboard Chart Stars. Okay, give me a second. Not what I want.
The 2021 Billboard Music Awards by the numbers. 16. The Weeknd leads the pack with 16 nominations.
Oh, I found it. That was one of the tabs I had open. That was weird. Because I could hear it too. Let's see. Okay, I guess we're going to it manually. Alright, it is what it is. I couldn't find a better one. But here we go. Let's see. Top female artist, we already said it went to Olivia Rodriguez. Top duo group went to BTS. Top Billboard 200 artist went to Taylor Swift. Top Hot 100 artist went to Olivia Rodrigo. Top streaming songs artist went to Olivia Rodrigo. Top song sales artist went to BTS. Top radio songs artist went to Olivia Rodrigo. She won a lot, including top Billboard Global 200 artists as well. Top Billboard Global Artist went to Ed Sheeran. Top Tour went to the Rolling Stones for the No Filter Tour. Top R&B Artist went to Doja Cat. Top R&B Male Artist went to The Weeknd. Top R&B Female Artist went to Doja Cat. Top R&B Tour went to Bruno Mars for the Bruno Mars at the Park MGM. Top Rap Artist went to Drake. And he also won Top Rap Male Artist. Top Rap Female Artist went to Megan Thee Stallion. Top Rap Tour went to Omarion and Bow Wow for the Millennium Tour 2021. And of course, that's all. We're not going to read the entire artist, but yeah. So the total wins, we'll read this. We went to Olivia Rodriguez. She won 7. Or Kanye West won 6. For top Christian artist, top gospel artist, top Christian album, top gospel album, top Christian album, and top gospel song. Drake 1.5, Justin Bieber 1.5, The Kid Laroi 1.5, Doja Cat and Taylor Swift 4, BTS 3, Bad Bunny and Bruno Mars and Dua Lipa, The Rolling Stones, Kali Uchis 1.2, and that's all we have for the highlights. And we have Lil Nas X will receive the Hal David Starlight Award at the 2022 Songwriters Hall of Fame Gala, which will be held June 16th at the Marriott Marquis Hotel in New York. And he'll become the second song artist associated with hip hop to receive the honor. The first was Drake. And we have the concert lineup for the Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee celebration has finally been revealed and will take place on June 4th. So the lineup includes the Queen, Adam Lambert, James Jones, Mabel, Stephen Dunn, Albo, Craig David, George Azara, amongst others. We have Twice member Neon is readying the release of her debut solo EP. It'll drop June 24th, titled M. Nayon. We have Taylor Swift's did make a commencement speech for the 2022 NYU graduates. And she's also been given an honorary doctorate this year, because she has a song, quote unquote, called 22. And yeah. All right. We have 17 announces their North American tour dates. Let's see. They'll begin in Vancouver, Canada, and also making stops in Seattle, Los Angeles, Chicago, Atlanta, DC, and more. So it'll start June 25th, and it'll end in Newark on September 6th, with more dates to come, though. So that won't be the end. So Cardi B has revealed there are some technical difficulties with her new music, and so she's essentially just giving guys assurance that she's going to release it as soon as she can. And Snoop Dogg has dropped the first song from his upcoming album, for his BDO album, for his new song Touch Away. We have Julian Lennon has launched his Imagine NFT as a Ukrainian refugee benefit. And it'll be available for $11 through May 31st. If you guys are interested in checking that out, I'll share the link with you guys momentarily. Alright, so we have some new music from Harry Styles, Harry's House, a new album. We have Quavo and Takeoff in Hotel Lobby. We have Zach Bryan in American Heartbreak. We have Rina Sawayama, and This Is Hell. Notorious B.I.G. featuring Ty Dolla $ign and Baya Alumba and Go. And we have Triple X Texion is getting hit. We have a new trailer for his upcoming documentary, Look at Me, Triple X Texion. It'll premiere on Hulu on May 26th. And the Notorious B.I.G. is headed to the metaverse. The state of the late rapper born Christian Wallace is working with Burst Live Inc. and Surreal Events to create a new virtual world called The Brook, a reference to the artist's hometown in Brooklyn that will feature a hyper-realistic model of the man himself. The activation is expected to launch later this year and will allow fans to explore the virtual environment and purchase virtual real estate in the Brook, attend concerts, and buy and sell NFTs. And lastly, we have, for the top 5 of the top 100 list, we have First Class for Jack Sparrow. Number 2, As It Was by Harry Styles. Number 3, As Wait For You by Future featuring Drake and Thames. Number 4, Masca Mule by Bad Bunny. And top 5, Titi Mi Pregunto from Bad Bunny as well. So it looks like that's all we have for you, folks. If you guys are interested in sending us video mail, here's how you could contact us. We want to know your feedback, your thoughts, even any questions you may have for us by sending us video mail, by sending us a read on our Discord server, leaving a voice note over at anchor.fm/THEIMPACTPLAY, or even by sending us an email to readingmail@impactplay.com. News will even be featured on a future episode or even a special reading mail segment of the show. So thank you guys so much for making us a part of your day. We wish to join a community server over on Discord. Be sure to enter exclamation Discord and chat now. And guys, we're trying to unlock subs over on Twitch and we need your help. Share the channel with your friends and family. Lurk if you must, because every little bit helps us achieve our goal even further. And leave us a review. We're just turning in your favorite platform. Thank you guys so much. Have a great one, and until next time. For all of you go to coach and above, I'll see you on the post show. For everyone else, have a good one.